is Sunny Eclipse, straight from the heart of Tomorrowland. And now, here's the host of the show, Chris Reid.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to Cosmic Reid Live right here on WDWNT Entertainment. I'm Cosmic Chris Reid. It is so nice to be back with you here on a Monday night talking all things Disney. And you just saw the intro there, and you saw myself and Jeff and Angelina. I'm actually the only one of those three that are on the show tonight. By that, I mean, let's see. I believe she had a mug ready. Emma's joining us.
Mug
there
TV!
we go. There we go.
Up?
Mug TV lives. Look at that. There you go. That's that one there for Jeff. And we got another mug here with our third host this evening, and Tyler. Yeah,
it's
look
a
at that.
Figment mug.
Love it.
It shows you how to draw
it.
Figment. This is my favorite mug.
Yes. Have you done that? Did you ever do that?
Drawn Figment? I think once for like
once.
the RPG or something, but that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't draw a whole lot of Figment fan art. I'm sure that exists on the internet.
Yeah. Well, hey, welcome both to the show. Tyler, it's your first time. Emma, you've been here before. This is going to be a lot of fun. I know people in the chat were, there we go. Everyone's saying hello. Good to see everyone in the chat. Nico, Chief, David, Shorn Force, Alicia, Karen. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Agent, good to see you too. Archfox, Rob. This will be a fun one talking about shows and theater shows. I do have to mention though that with Jeff and Angelina being away, so he's away in, I forget. He's somewhere else. He's somewhere else in the States, anyhow. But he met up with Coach Layton, with Coach Brian here. And earlier this afternoon, Jeff did send a photo because Brian had those mugs printed up, the Team Cosmic mugs printed up. And this is the photo that we got earlier today. There is Jeff's accepting his mug from Brian and Brian's wife also, so that happened a little bit earlier today, and Angelina has one also, so we'll all share those next week on the program. And also I'm like, well, we have to keep part of doing this show is having it 2/3 Canadian, so Tyler's on with me, so it's still 2/3 because Angelina's gone, right? So it's 2 and 3 is yeah. Hey, she
the
also
chat
has a
is saying it
mug.
already.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
So there we go. Hey, so this will be great. We're happy to have everyone at the chat with us. Also, if you're new to the channel, please give a like to the video. We'd appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel. There's lots of different live shows and features all the time happening here on WDWNT Entertainment. Turn that little bell notification on because that'll tell you when the videos are uploaded or we go live. So we want to talk this hour about Disney park shows and designing some new shows. We like to do the Imagineering thing and creating thing here. So I know that the three of us love theater and see potential for it in the parks. And there are shows there, but there's definitely more potential. And I'm feeling this too because with Broadway slowly reopening, I guess it's in the fall, but and small theater, maybe outdoor theaters kind of coming back, and we're just all itching to either get back on stage or behind the stage or sit in the audience and see something. And gosh, there's so many titles that they could put into the parks with just massive potential. One of the ones that I think about when I think about really well done theater at the parks, and it's no longer there, but it was in Disneyland, was Aladdin. And it's like they spared no expense on that one. It was so well done. It was not like anything else that I don't think that they offer at the North American parks anyhow right now. I just how they had the genie doing the improv thing, and even just the sets and the music. I thought it was great, and I feel like we don't see that at the parks anymore. Did either of you catch that show while it was in Disneyland?
Maybe. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been to Disneyland. Last time I was there was 2010. So I'm sure Arlo could probably tell me in the chat when that opened. But I don't know if it's been there that long. But I mean, I remember seeing a show in Disneyland and that it was fantastic. It might have been Aladdin because, I think it was because I remember seeing the flying carpet, and I know it wasn't on the cruise because I don't think they had the Aladdin show on the cruise yet, so it had to be Disneyland. But anyway, yeah, I honestly, and I mean, we're starting to see entertainment come back. For instance, they announced that the Beauty and the Beast live on stage was coming back to Hollywood Studios, which desperately needs things that can eat more people and name it back. In Disneyland, we see the citizens of oh my God, I can't remember.
Hollywood?
Is it Lake Buena Vista Street? Right? No, Citizens of Hollywood is DHS.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Anyway, so they're coming back, thank God. Even if it's in a distanced way. But apparently I'm lagging. Anyway, sorry guys about that. My internet's not doing the best tonight. But anyway, so and we have the Frozen thing that's in Hollywood Studios. But again, we could do better. We just need more of it. Like, we don't have the Castle Stage Show back. We have a version, a taste of the Festival of the Lion King, if you will, in Animal Kingdom. So again, we're getting there, but we could do better.
I agree. Yeah, Nancy also in the chat, Aladdin, best live show ever. Hollywood Chief says Hollywood Studios needs more good shows. Like it's time Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid shows get replaced or updated. I mean, yeah, not wrong in my opinion, right, Tyler?
Well, about Aladdin, I've never been to DCA, but I've watched many a YouTube video and many a YouTube video of Genie doing his improvised bits, especially during, I think it was the last showing of that show when it was there, and the Genie just had like a good 15 minutes of just like tributing how that show was. So I've watched a lot of that show. But when I saw when Aladdin on Broadway, before it was on Broadway, it was in Toronto doing like the preview, all the original cast, and a better Jasmine song, by the way. And that version, I remember coming out of it being like, how is the DCA show better than the Broadway one? I don't know. There was no snake finale. There was no huge Jafar snake. And I'm like, how do you not do that in a Broadway show? I like to say that there are 4 kinds of Disney park shows. There is, and this is how I classify them. There's the first kind, which is condensed retelling, which is like Beauty and the Beast, or like Finding Nemo the musical, which is, by the way, the best show at any of the parks. The second show is comedy retelling, condensed, which is what the Frozen show at Studios is. They're like, let's tell the story, but let's not just do the same stuff. Let's bring in 2 very talented improv actors to just riff with the audience. The third kind is, how many things can we cram into an original storyline, which is Mickey and the Magical Map. And I love Mickey and the Magical Map because it's just oozing epic Mickey vibes. Like the whole idea of the magic paintbrush, the little ink blot, the different worlds, and all the cool steampunk vibes. And then the fourth one is, let's just make up anything. Hyperspace hoopla, Star Wars characters dancing. Nothing is canon.
Star Wars the fashion show.
What if we took internet memes and Star Wars and put them together?
It always drove me nuts. I will say, like, as a Star Wars fan, it always just drove me nuts to see like Darth Vader dancing to like MC Hammer. And I get that some people like it and think it's funny, but I'm so like into the story that I'm like, Anakin wouldn't do that, and I can't get that out of my mind. That's just it. That's So yeah, I'm with you. I like your classification there too. So Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid, someone mentioned in the chat that should get like redone. I'm completely on board for replacing it, updating it, doing something right. Is it just like, I know that the graphic like of the show tonight has those, I've seen Beauty and the Beast live on stage come through our city, or like a professional company here has done it many times. And I would love to see something like that done, like with a a face character, Mrs. Potts, and a face character, Lumiere and Cogsworth and such, right? Even a Chip, right? Because it adds that much more. Seeing. Mm-hmm.
Can I just say, to quote Jeff?
Go ahead, Jeff. Yeah.
What I want to see. What I want to see them do, actually, with that stage show is take all the versions of Beauty and the Beast that there are and kind of do a concert version or a concert retelling, if you will. So, you know what I'm saying? But they could do, like, I don't know whether you would call it a celebration of Beauty and the Beast, but I feel like there's such good music in the original movie, which has a lot of similar stuff in the Broadway, but the Broadway has songs that the original movie doesn't have, and the new movie as well, which... could take or leave it. I mostly like, I would mostly like to see more of the Broadway rather than the live action, but I know some people do really enjoy the live action music, so I think that would be something really unique to do with that particular show, to revamp it.
Yeah, it's the Beauty and the Beast Broadway soundtrack is like easily the one that I listen to the most. My favorite song, one of my, if not my very favorite song on Broadway is, from the Beauty and the Beast soundtrack is If I Can't Love Her. I melt, I cry. I love that song. Again, there's been a couple times where some performers have come through the city and you've heard it live and it hits you different, right? When you hear it live than when you hear it on a soundtrack. But just the emotion in that song, if you got the right person playing the Beast, which they normally do, I love it. That whole soundtrack. I wish they would bring more of that kind of stuff into the theme park. And when you mentioned the live movie, the Beauty and the Beast live, the remake there, the live action one they did, and they threw a different song in there. And I was really hoping that If I Can't Love Her was going to be thrown in there. And then they went with that other original song, and I was pretty disappointed at that. I'm not going to lie.
No, me too. Actually, I was like, why? It's such a good song. Why would you change it? What? Just, I didn't get it.
That's how I felt about Aladdin. They had such a good song for Jasmine where she was like, oh, you think I'm a princess? Well, okay, I'll be a princess. And I'm like, that is so snarky. That is Jasmine. And then they replaced it with a I Want song. And I'm like, oh, come on. You're better than this. The first song was so good.
Yeah, I don't know, and I mean the funny thing is about that If I Can't Love Her song, was it Josh Groban? Maybe he sang it for the soundtrack, and it was like in the credits, or it was in midway through the credits on the soundtrack. Somebody sang it
for the movie.
Yes, yep, it's on the sound. Like if you buy the soundtrack, it wasn't in the movie, but
Evermore.
Was it? Is that?
I think he.
I thought it was like
been a cover of that.
It's Evermore, the new song for that movie, and then that's the one Josh Groban recorded. I think. I can't. I'm not looking at my
somebody
phone.
sang.
She'll find
Is anyone in the chat? Anyone in the chat? No, Emma's looking it up. Anyone in the chat know what we're talking about?
Has anyone watched the live action Beauty and the Beast movie? Please tell us.
Let us know. There's a bunch of.
I thought Josh Groban or something.
I don't know. I don't see it on here. Maybe it's a different single or something.
Josh Groban.
I'm looking at the soundtrack.
Josh Groban.
It's not
While
there,
we're looking, I just want to
If
say
I Can't Love
that this Beauty and the Beast show from Hollywood. Oh,
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. I
haven't
Josh
unfortunately
Groban.
seen.
Yeah.
It's a penguin said in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
This
but
Hollywood
Josh Groban
show,
also
though,
sang.
Beauty and the Beast one.
Go. Yeah,
Sorry, everyone. It's tech. We
There's a lag.
Hear each other 3 seconds late.
Yeah.
I'll just drink my water.
What can we do?
So I don't talk.
You're drinking.
Beauty and the Beast in Hollywood. This show has been here since like 1990 something. They are gonna get costumes. Oh, I might have lagged a bit. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
There we
go.
go.
Can hear you.
They are going to get every ounce out of those foam costumes that they can.
Oh, they just must stink.
That's it. Yeah.
Ugh, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to know.
Okay, so I looked it up here. Josh Groban, If I Can't Love Her, It's on YouTube. Released in 2015. It released in 2015. Yeah, and it's a beautiful version, but it wasn't in the obviously wasn't in the movie. Nobody's heard it. Oh, Beauty and the Beast was 2017. Oh no, this one says it's from 2017. In any case, he sang it. Yeah, and it's part of the sound. It's part of the if you buy the soundtrack. There you go. Huh. Never trust the first thing you see on YouTube or Google. There you go.
Nope.
Yeah.
Or on Apple Music, apparently.
Where's Tom? Where's the mug? I completely forgot to show this mug up close, and I meant to do that. Someone's asking about the mug in the chat there. So this was from Brian. He sent one. It's hard to see with the light behind it. Is that?
It's like a product sort of. It's like makeup tutorial thing. You gotta like.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Yeah, I have seen people do that thing. Yeah, there you go. There's that. And the Team Cosmic thing and the bear. Thank you, Brian, for those again. I know he's gonna watch this show later. All right, there. Canadian Wi-Fi. Yeah, Canadian Wi-Fi. That's right. Primed off maple syrup trees. So as long as the sap's running, we got Wi-Fi.
You take like sticks out like the car. Wi-Fi's about a quart low.
Stab it. Yeah. All right. So we're going to talk about shows that we would like to see at somewhere at Walt Disney World. Shows that either might need a refresh, like those ones, or shows that are products of them, but they just don't have a stage show there right now. Tyler, do you want to hit this one first? One of your ideas that's what you'd like to see, or I can defer to Emma, whichever.
No, I got a lot of ideas. Is the problem? Yeah. I'm just like, how do I narrow down a few? I will say a few of the ones that I thought of really quick. Like I'll try and go through them quickly. I love Mischief Theater.
We got 40 minutes.
The Goes Wrong show. I love the Play That Goes Wrong. And I'd said I feel like they should make some kind of show like that and put it at Disney. And I thought it would be funny because France, you associate France with food, so maybe do like a cooking show, but you make it like a Goes Wrong type thing, so you could call it like Kitchen Calamity, or you have somebody like try and present a cooking program. You bring up people from the audience, and then stuff goes wrong. The whole goes wrong notion is always fun and entertaining. Kids love slapstick. People falling over is hilarious.
Yeah, gags always work well. It reminds me of something from my wife was talking about, like at Nickelodeon, like years ago, obviously, and some sort of like you press a button and like some burst of smoke or slime or something goes into like that kind of goes wrong. Are you talking? Yeah, it was a show, and it was like because my wife's mother was called up on stage and she had to do all these things, and and so they just sprung it on people like that. Maybe it was water or something they sprayed in their face. Yeah, so it's like it's just the first thing that I was reminded of was something like that. But I like that idea. I think that would be cool. I just saw something in the chat. We can call it Kitchen Cabaret. Yeah, that's right. Of course. Yeah. Peter Pan Goes Wrong would be fantastic.
Peter Pan Goes Wrong is a Mischief Theater show. Oh, that would be good. You could put that in the UK pavilion. For the Mary Poppins ride, that's not going to exist ever.
That's right. Totally, I like that. That would be, or just like the Peter Pan, just like their fly system is just meant to it just doesn't work that well, so they just slam people into
that is what Peter Pan Goes Wrong is,
right? Yeah. I love that. I like that.
Isn't there an SNL sketch about that or something? I feel like there is. Anyway.
There was and there's an episode of that Impractical Jokers show where one of the punishments, the guy is the genie, and it's like, I'm the genie, and he flies in, and they just fly him like into a fake wall, into a wall, like a flat, or like through a window that has like the sugar glass or whatever on it. It's hilarious. So funny when those things work. I would love to. I would go back again and again to see that, like Beauty and the Beast live on stage as they have it, and even like the Little Mermaid. I'll maybe see Little Mermaid because it's air conditioned, Beauty and the Beast, I as the way they do it, I don't think I have a reason to like see it again. But when there's, like you said, Tyler, the elements like that can be different or can go in one way or the other, they can change it up every once in a while. It's more fun. That's why Aladdin was great. If you had a different genie, or even if you had the same one, they use different improv jokes for different performances. You might see it in the morning and the afternoon, and it's two completely different comedic sets, right? So yeah, the more these shows change, the more you're going to want to put your butt back in the seat and watch it. And that, so I think like that.
Watch Beauty and the Beast for the 8,000th time every time. I'm not that person. I know other people, like, they'll go and watch it because they've watched it every time. It's like a tradition for them. I love when things are slightly different. I like improv. I do not like forced attempts at comedy. So I do like improv much better.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. There was actually a Practical Joker episode where Q was dressed up as Peter Pan. Oh, I did not see that. I did not see that one. Put a Mischief theater presentation in the UK Pavilion. Penguin. Yeah, love that. Oh, the Muppets.
Oh, Shortforce had a good idea in the chat. Yeah, about doing their version of a Disney stage show.
Yes,
I love that.
That's cool.
The idea of like going to a random kid in the audience, being like, "What Disney movie do you want to see us do?" And then whatever they say, they'd be like, "What do you want to see?" Inside Out, cool. We, the Muppets, will now put on our version of Inside Out, and they just do it, no rehearsal. They just try and like. That would be, you got a bunch of really talented improv performers who can do the Muppets voices, and that would be so fantastic.
I love that.
Or if you think Frozen 2, if they could figure out a way to do this, a la Turtle Talk with Crush or Laugh Floor, you have Olaf do that with Kristoff and Sven, because he can rearrange. Oh my god, I thought that bit was so funny, him retelling the story of the two movies and that. But that would be something to add to, let's say, Magic Kingdom got an Arendelle expansion, or like a part of it added to New Fantasyland. I feel like that could go there.
Yeah, that would be cool. I like that. What's one that you were thinking of, Emma?
So, going back to Hollywood Studios and how it needs more entertainment, this would kind of be a hybrid of a way to bring back the Grand Floridian Society Orchestra and the Citizens of Hollywood. And what I think it would be is a review show of like the jazz standards that they play on Sunset Boulevard and in the park, and with comedy bits and improv bits that the Citizens of Hollywood do. So it would be audience interactive. And again, they would sing songs and stuff, and like maybe they could take requests from people or have a rotating set, kind of like what they've been doing with the Voices of Liberty in a smaller way recently. But I just think that would be such a fun way to make it feel like the original Hollywood studios still, and maybe have something where again they can be distanced from guests still right now, if that's what they need to do, rather than be walking around. And again, just to have that energy at the front of the park, because like that's what really is really missing. You miss that energy with the citizens being there and doing these impromptu things. But I think having a show there, actually, it would go perfect in front of where Runaway Railway is, where they used to pull out the Star Wars fashion show. It could go right there. It would be perfect.
Yeah, I love that.
Star Wars fashion show.
That's what it was.
Yeah. I think I don't know if it was Tom or
next on the runway. It's Darth Vader.
Look at him!
I don't know.
He's got his red lightsaber. Why do we do that?
Just sounds like Drag Race now. Please welcome to the stage, Rey Skywalker. I am serving you, Desert Girl. I can't make one of those.
I can't.
Oh
I can't
man,
either,
hey,
but
Horatio, good to see you in the chat there. I think that's really cool. Yeah, and I mean, yeah, for sure, the whole park is missing what it was right at one point. So
Arlo says Josh tomorrow's Drag Race.
There you go. Love it. That's awesome. That would be really, really
great
cool.
In front of the theater would be like the Great Movie Show, and it's just a collection of Hollywood stuff like that. Although, no, never mind. There was a weird show at Hollywood Studios. It was on the last Timekeeping. I discovered it as well while I was editing. It was called like Oh no, it was called Pretty Woman, and it was like Roger Rabbit trying to steal Disney characters to come to Maroon cartoons, and along the way they would showcase Hollywood's pretty women, and it was just women of Hollywood. So there would be Roger Rabbit trying to steal cartoon characters as like a sleazy agent, and then on the other hand it was like, oh, Marilyn Monroe, and the show lasted like a week or something, and then it got replaced. It was so bizarre. The old shows at the park are so bizarre.
Oh, it's so like I mean, they had that Dick Tracy thing for a while. That like Goosebumps,
that
the dinosaurs
weird,
thing. Yeah,
Goosebumps was so bad.
Yeah, yeah.
I love Goosebumps. I have a whole rack of the books here, and
nice.
And that show is again forced attempts at comedy, and it was not fun at all.
Yeah. How to succeed in it? What is it? How to succeed in business without really trying? Starring Bob Chapek.
Oh man, I feel like we need to do that bit for News Tonight now.
Karen mentioned one. The Ace Ventura.
Like that.
The Ace Ventura show that they had there too, right? That was another one. Oh, my gosh. My first trip was 97, so I did not see some of these shows, but I've seen some of them on as best I can on YouTube, and like I don't know what they were thinking. 97, that was you. I knew it. I knew you looked familiar. That was it. Yes.
Yeah, that was me.
That was you.
I was
the guy with the hat.
6-year-old kid we bumped into each other. Yeah.
Yes, that was okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, I probably went there in 97. I would have been 1 year old.
Oh, that was you.
That was you. We all sat together at
the
Muppets.
Fetus, yes.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man. Well, we're gonna. I have an idea for a stage show. I want to take a quick break here. And if you're with us last week, you would have seen this. Where is it? And we're going to upload it again. Where did it go? Oh no, hang on. There it is. There we go. So no doubt you've been watching this show for a long time. You know, we've played the Spike the Bee for a little while. One weekend there when Coach Layton was filling in, it was Rally Bee, and he did this song called Rally Bee. And last week we unveiled a brand new one by Emma, sung by Emma with a track here. And no Bee musicals, David. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And this one is called Cosmic Reid, the song. And so we're going to play that for you, and we will come back in just a few moments right here on Cosmic Reid Live. Stay tuned to WDWNT Entertainment. We'll be right back.
When I find myself in times of trouble, looking for something to see, I got to turn into a Cosmic Reid. When it's 9 p.m. on Monday nights, I hear Team Cosmic calling me. It's time to tune into a Cosmic Reid. Cosmic Reid, Cosmic Reid, Cosmic Reid, Cosmic Reid. Got to tune into a Cosmic Reid. We Imagineer our own attractions, shows, lands, food, and themes. So many spork, bears, and mud TV. It gets a little crazy, but hey, it's Cosmic Reid. Cosmic Reid, Cosmic Reid, Cosmic Reid, Cosmic Reid. Always having fun with Cosmic Reid. Cosmic Reid, Cosmic Reid, Cosmic Reid, yeah, Cosmic Reid. Always having fun with Cosmic Reid. Drawing things in 90 seconds, who knows what they're gonna be? Everything can and will happen on Cosmic Reid. The super chats are flying by. The chat is getting spammed with beefs. It's the best crew ever watching Cosmic Reid. Cosmic Reid, Cosmic Reid, Cosmic Reid, Cosmic Reid. Don't know what I'd do without Cosmic Reid. Cosmic Reid, Cosmic Reid, Cosmic Reid, yeah, Cosmic Reid. Don't know what I'd do without Cosmic Reid.
Welcome back to Cosmic Reid Live right here on WDWNT Entertainment. Yeah, next week, Halloween in July. It's July 5th this year for us. And after that, we are taking a break for the summer. We're back on September the 6th, so a couple months off. But we're told we get the time slot, so we should be back in the fall. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. We do have a post show on this program, so if you'd like to join us on that, you can become a member of the WIGS, the WDWNT Interglobe Society. For as little as $2 a month, you get access to some great features from WDW News Today, including the Discord server and so much more. At the $7 a month tier, you get access to the post shows. Pardon me. And with the post shows, you get 15, 20 minutes extra with us and just more of a chat. We talk about Disney and non-Disney things as well. So please join us. You can go to patreon.com/WDWNT for all of the information on that. We'd love to see you on the post shows. I can see the WIGS roll call in the chat here. David, Penguin, Archfox, Horatio, WW Mickey, Doug, Alicia, Christopher, Joe, Karen, Living the Dream, Jen, Sean Force, thank you all so much. Appreciate that. And if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome to the show. We're talking about designing new shows at Walt Disney World. And like the video, if you haven't done so, it'd help us out a lot, and subscribe to the channel. So with all that being said, again, we're talking about theater shows at Walt Disney World and bringing just more entertainment in possibly different ways to the parks. One show that I've loved this movie for a long time, ever since it came out. It's still, even though it's a newer-ish movie now, it's still one of my favorite Disney movies. The music, I love it, and I would love, love, love to see it as a stage show. Princess and the Frog. I think it has some of the best music. Right? Just the story is great. The characters, the color in that, I could, like, especially for like Facilier and his song, like all the colors, I could see, like, they're using a screen at the back and this blacklit, just this big, that song, which is like 2 minutes when it gets fast, like at the end, the pace picks up. It's like 30, 40 seconds. I could see that being like a 3 or 4 minute thing with acrobats and like people in like the voodoo style masks and just this huge, crazy looking performance on stage. But never mind just that, there's all these other tunes in it too that just have that feel that you could see it as a stage show, right? You know what I'm talking?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, am I lagging? Hang on.
No, you're not.
No, we were laughing because Karen's like, we know how much you love Facilier.
Oh, Karen knows that because she drew this beauty here with it. Hang on.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's amazing. Karen, that's awesome. There we go. So talented.
Yeah, there we go. Love it. Yeah.
I feel like Disney could just do like those condensed 20-minute versions of like most of their animated movies or musicals and just spread them out through the park. I just don't know why they don't. Or at least I don't know why they don't have them on like a rotating basis. Like you can do the cruise lines. Yeah. They swap out like 3 different shows while you're on the cruise?
Yes. Something like that. Yeah, it's actually crazy having, kind of seen the audition side of that and just how much is in one breakdown for whichever role they're trying to recast or replace after somebody's contract. It's insane. Like, yeah, it's crazy. It's truly one of those you have to be in the right place at the right time and have to fit this one specific track anyway. But that's a whole other discussion for another day. But yeah, they rotate things. It blows my mind all the stuff they do on the cruise ship. It really does.
Chief in the chat here saying
the best things they did there.
The Tangled show on cruise on the cruise.
The Tangled show on the cruise is so gorgeous. Like the set designs that they have, all of the like costume redesigns for like the humanized versions of these characters. Who's the composer? I forgot who composed all the music. Alan Menken wrote a bunch of new songs, and they are so good. Like the whole Flower of Gold song and reprise that comes back multiple times. I don't know why that is not a Broadway show at this point. Like most of them could be.
I think
those cruise ship shows are so much better than they deserve to be.
No, I think again it's kind of like what we saw with Disneyland a little bit, how they tested out Frozen to see how it did there, and then that became a Broadway musical. I don't know if that was ever a thing, but I think that's kind of the same thing with the cruise ship. They see how popular, how well attended those shows are, and then they consider turning it into Broadway. I don't know. I don't think it's too late for Tangled to become a full-blown musical, though. It might be a while, but I think it's going to happen.
I mean, they have to start pulling a few more musicals. I like they did a test or something. They did like like Hercules show, but it wasn't on
it had
Broadway,
an off-Broadway run. Yeah.
Is that what it was? Yeah. So that's one.
Right now.
And and that again, banger music. It's so good. It's that whole soundtrack is awesome. It could obviously easily be done on stage. They have so many movie soundtracks that are still just at the animated stage and haven't come to live theater yet, and really as a full show or even as a condensed show in the parks would be really awesome to see. Chief saying Tyler agreed. I'm surprised they invest more in cruise ship shows over park shows. I mean
so weird.
It is weird.
We need off-kilter
Arch
show.
is saying bring back Hunchback is what Arch is saying.
That was a good
and so
show.
Is Chief.
Honey, I Shrunk the Musical. Actually, wait. That could be really good. That could actually be really cool. Oh man,
Honey, I Shrunk the
That's
Musical.
a great idea.
All of a sudden, you have these huge sets roll in.
Yeah.
Projections on the walls.
They just use the playground set. They just like get the pieces back to the at, and Chapek just glues them back together, or duct tapes them back together, and it's like you just bring them on. You got the grass, you got the slide, you got the ant, you got the Lego, whatever was in there. It's already done for them. That's
right.
It's like how hard was it to bring back Captain EO? Well, flip out the film, put it in the new one. Hey, look at this. It's back again, right?
If I may, that theater,
Yeah.
that poor theater. Okay, so Magic Journeys was a trip. Captain EO is actually very fun, very silly.
Yeah, agreed.
I am so baffled that all they had for like the past, what is it now, 8 years is this Pixar, 3 Pixar shorts in a row.
Yeah.
I'm like, surely an Imagineer or somebody at Creative came up with an idea that could fill this theater and be unique and original, and somebody probably just went, nah. But somebody said it in the chat earlier. This was my ultimate idea. There's a comic called Figment, and it's the story of Figment and Dreamfinder. Just adapt that. You get Jim Zub, very talented Canadian writer. You get Jim Zub to just rewrite that script as a stage show. Man. You can do anything with projections. You wheel out one of those like kind of tilted glass fabric things that they use to make the Harry Potter characters look like they're there. You get that to be Figment, and then you have a really talented actor play Dreamfinder. You do the whole story with the Sentinels in the portal and seeking order, and then the cool fairy guys who look like Avatar. That would be so good to put there in that theater. For the Imagination Theater, maybe put a Figment Dreamfinder imagination-based show. Yeah. I want that. Yeah. So I want that to be a series, and I don't know why they just don't care about Figment. I don't know. It's upsetting.
There's a lot of people in the chat that are going to love that. Angelina's going to watch this later and be like, yes, I know she loves Figment. Karen also totally on board for that one. Doug, we want Food Rocks, a Food Rocks musical. Man, yeah, that would be so fun. That would really be so fun. And then how cool, like you go on the attraction, then you go right into there, or you do it the other way around, right? That would be so fun. That really would be. And I mean, geez, Dream, he could interact with the audience. There's so many different things they could do with it. That's so cool. And would they have to do anything to the pavilion? Like, is that, because it's just been a movie theater, right? Would they, I guess they'd have to do something like build some sort of extension, or would they?
There might be room there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have nothing to say. I don't know why I started that.
I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, if they did it,
could build out the back of a theater. They did it for whatchamacallit, Born Stunt Show. They completely knocked out the sides of that theater and extended it. They could do that with Imagination. There's room back there.
Horatio Tyler has a great idea. Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, are you listening, Bob Chapek?
Angelina maybe they are actually.
This is Chief. I'm pretty sure Ange would love a Tom Sawyer musical. It could even be a 2-hour musical on Tom Sawyer Island. Ooh. So Tyler, the first time Ange went to Magic Kingdom was I forget when it was, but she only had a few hours in the park, and her and her brother went to Tom Sawyer Island and got like lost on it for like, where they couldn't figure out where to go, so they were on it for 2 hours, and that's like all they did. Yeah, so that's the joke there. Yeah, that happened.
Stunt show. Yeah.
Stitch, oh boy, yeah.
It's just like the Spider-Man thing. Stitch just goes flying across the roof.
Yeah.
Parkour back and forth.
That would work so well for like a Pirates show. If you were to do something like that, like I really love cheesy stunt shows. Like there's this place called Fantasy Island in Niagara Falls, and they used to do that kind of stunt show, and the big stunt would be somebody fell like 6 feet off of like a balcony onto a crash pad that everybody could see. But oh man, there's plenty of room in that Caribbean Plaza where you could do stuff like all across those rooftops. That would be incredible.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, or I was thinking they could even have like an interactive part of it where they're doing that Captain Jack Sparrow meet and greet right now. They could like recruit kids, almost like the Jedi training thing, to be a part of it, you know. And so it could be like that almost, where you have the stunt show on that side, and then you have like, the more kid-friendly part of it on the other side. So that could be fun.
That's cool. Yeah. It's.
I actually had one more. But
go for it. No, go for it. Please go for it.
So the other thing, and it's also kind of why I'm wearing this shirt and why I picked this shirt, because it's a Cinderella shirt. But anyway, it's a quote from the musical. Anyway, I was thinking, especially because, I mean, I don't know if they own the rights now to the Brandy version of the movie, since it's on Disney Plus, but I thought it would be really cool if they did a Cinderella retelling for the 50th on the castle stage as like a rotational castle stage show. If they want to do the one that they already have there in the morning, I can't remember the title of it, it's escaping me. And then if they did that, I thought that would be really cool. And mostly I was kind of inspired by that because I was listening to the Voctive one of their Broadway and Main Street albums, and they have this Cinderella medley on there, and it is gorgeous. And the music from the animated and the Broadway stage show actually work really well together. So I thought it would be fantastic if they put that into a stage show. I just, I think it works really well, like with all the Golden Age musicals that they have already playing on Main Street, and just to have that on the castle stage in the hub, I think would be really cool.
Yeah. That's another, the Roger and Hammerstein Cinderella, the soundtrack, I love it. I've seen that one on stage here a couple of times. Some great songs in it. I think adding something like that to, like Cinderella's castle, like maybe give it to her for a little bit, because we always see other princesses and other characters on it. But I mean, like, hello, it's and especially for the 50th, I think something like that would be really cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody call Lloyd Webber. I'm sure he'll lend the music, which is really good so far. I'm actually really enjoying all those songs.
Yeah. Oh, Brian's in that. Brian's here. Hey, Brian, Coach, good to see you.
Coach, what's up?
Thank you, Mr. Rally B. There we go. Yes, thank you for the mug.
We missed a super chat. Apparently, Alyssa says we missed a super chat.
We did?
I don't know how to see that. Yeah, we did.
Oh, we did. Yeah.
WDW Mickey says, "Can we have a musical?"
What's that?
Tyler's not used to that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm not used to that. No.
Can we have a musical about Tom Corliss and Bob Chapek's Forever? Hey, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, WDW Mickey. Really appreciate that. I mean, I would watch it.
I would.
There is one. It's called "Catch Me If You Can."
That's great.
Thank you very much. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Oh, there we go.
That being said, I also now want that to happen as some kind of a sketch on News Tonight. That would be great. I'm not sure what song we would parody from the show, but that needs to happen.
That's great. Yeah, I could totally see these ideas being thrown in the park if they only had like budgets and stuff to do them all. It's just, I'm like, and I'm looking at this show graphic we have tonight again, and just going, man, those costumes, they're so old. And why just show their faces? Do the cast members a favor. They can't breathe in those things. You give them a face. Let them actually, sing it. Right? Yeah, like, oh my gosh. And there's that video that's been out there for a long time where the Mrs. Potts that like tipped over in that costume, and like 8 people have to lift her up back onto her. It's just, yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, at least it was probably like a padded fall, right? Because they got like 8 layers of foam in there that you just like go down, and but still is. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, so that's the crazy thing to me, is that they probably have access, if not an easy way to create all these costumes, because hello, Disney Theatrical, the original production. And I mean, I know synergy isn't the best thing in the company sometimes, but they have access to these things and these resources. Like, why don't they use them?
Exactly.
I don't know.
They have a costume department. at WDW.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they already have like the original.
Oh yeah, the stuff
somewhere.
from the...
I'm sure. You know what I mean? Like they don't have to reinvent the wheel or anything.
Joel on Twitter, and he. Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Shorenforce says, I still think WDWNT needs an all musical episode. I started writing that actually. I got about halfway through that. I think I wrote 3 short parody songs, and then I realized that every song could just be a parody from Chicago.
That's great.
I have them around somewhere. Maybe I'll sing them for the WIGS. We'll see.
That's amazing. Yeah. Joel on Twitter said, and Joel usually watches the show, I believe, the next day, so Tuesday morning. So good morning, Joel, if you're watching now. Ewoks and Gungans, the Cosmic West Side Story, as his pitch.
That's fantastic.
Right. I like that.
Except with lightsabers the whole time.
Yeah.
Never seen West Side Story, to be completely honest. I just know all the
references.
Jace Theme Park, SeaWorld, Seabrook, Howl, Scream is Shamu's Rock and Creep Show at the Parks Orca Stadium, along with Jack is Back, Monster. What? All right. Yeah, I've never seen SeaWorld at now my dog's going nuts. My dog's like, 5-minute warning. That's shut up there. She's upstairs.
Oh, poor thing.
Roxy. Yeah. Okay. He's like, she can't hear me, but I can hear her, and the mic can hear her. All right. So yeah, no, these have been fantastic ideas. The only other one that I kind of thought would be kind of fun. I remember in 90. It was 97 or 99, probably 97. Magic Kingdom had that Lion King puppet show. Was it like Celebration of the Lion King or something? It's like, I think PhilharMagic is in that space. A taste of the celebration of the festival of the Lion King. Yeah. And it had puppets, but then it had like a Rafiki, like a costumed Rafiki, but then some of the like Pumbaa and Timon were puppets, and I'd love to see some sort of trippy puppet combo with live actors of Dumbo. Because I'm obsessed with the pink elephants, and I think something like that could just have like crazy potential. Well, the pink elephant, Dumbo's the very first Disney movie I ever saw. I was like 2 years old. And I remember watching it, and that pink elephant scene. Of course, back then I had no idea why they were doing it. It was just pink elephants, and now it's like it's even funnier now. But
it's so like, what is this?
Yeah. But I think some sort of like if you had puppets or like something that with that pink elephant scene would be really cool. And then maybe like a puppeted like Dumbo or something, but then some live action acrobat, circus performers, like, and actually doing some of that kind of stuff as part of it.
It could
would be
go
fun.
In a storybook circus, actually. That'd be really neat. Yeah.
Yeah, I had it. Yeah. I wrote down like in like a new Fantasyland theater or something like that. Mm-hmm. I think that's exactly where it fits.
There was a theater in Toontown, but I wonder what it is now, because there was like Mickey's Birthday Bash or whatever that show was called, and then it became like the Starland like Disney afternoon show. I don't know if that theater is still there though, or like what it became, if anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember seeing it in Toontown. Yeah, I don't know what that became, but
probably became New Fantasyland.
Yeah, as rest of Toontown did, right? All right, check the chat one more time. A celebration of a taste of a touch of the voyage of the Little Mermaid. There you go.
Oh no. Oh man.
Let's
Yes, bears.
see what
Coach. Yes, bears.
Bears. Yeah. There you go.
I think that became Pete Silly's sideshow.
Is that what it was? Yeah. Is that
Big Top Souvenirs? I think those are the same tents. Huh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, like the judges' tent. That was a big area too, because that had the villains room and the princess room and the like Fab Five meet the characters, like the 3 different queues that you could go down inside the judges' tent. Yeah. So it's a huge space. That's probably where that would have been. So that's why I missed it then. Oh, we're right up against the clock. I can't believe that. That went by way too fast.
Yeah.
We need a
Penguin. In honor of the bears in the chat, I think on Tom Sawyer Island, because of Angelina, just to give her another reason to go there, we need to have a live action bears show, like of all the costumed characters that are bears in the Disney canon, called the National Ursine Hootenanny.
Yes.
Anyway,
I love it.
That'd be fun. And I'm only calling it that because I remember that was something that Tom used in one of the games. He renamed Country Bears Jamboree as a clue to that, and I thought it was hilarious. Anyway, that's a deep cut, but anyway.
Love it. Oh man. So, oh my gosh, 2 minutes left to check the chat one more time. Yeah, we appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Thank you so very much. It's been a lot of fun. All right. What is that, Brian? Sorry, I started the bear talk. Hey, man. Hey, don't apologize about the bear. Every single week on this show now, there will be bears on the show. There you go. There's the bear right there. And one on the other side. So you're looking at one. I'm looking at one. We got lots of bears on the show. Hey, Brian, thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, I don't want that. Okay. So next week on the show, it is our Halloween in July episode where Angelina,
that's a
Jeff,
sweet graphic.
and Yes, I wonder who made that one.
I wonder. Snaps for Tyler.
Thank you very much, Tyler. So Halloween in July next week. Angelina, Jeff, and I will be dressed up in some costumes of some sorts to have some fun. That is episode 67 of Cosmic Reid Live. And then after that, as promised, we are on our summer break, which starts July 6th. And then we will return September 6th. So a couple months off, but rest assured we will be right back here on WDWNT Entertainment. Going to be a lot of fun, and thank you all so much for joining us. This has been a lot of fun. I appreciate Tyler and Emma. Thank you both so much for joining us here tonight. This is
Thank you for having me.
Happy to be here anytime. So thanks for having us.
No worries. And Tyler, you had Ride Rehab coming up.
Yes, this Friday, Ride Rehab watches for WIGS, which is our video riffing show. We are doing the Wheel of 4th of July specials. There's a lot of Disney Parks 4th of July specials. We're going to spin a wheel and randomly pick which one of like the 7 we're going to watch.
7?
So we don't know what we're watching.
Love it.
7?
7. Yeah.
Oh, there is a 7 thing, but I don't know if everyone has it. Never mind.
But yeah,
it should be fun. This Friday at 9. Be sure to watch if you're a WIGS member, or join and then watch.
To also plug a little change on the entertainment channel. Remember, Ink and Paint, we have moved to Wednesday. So it is Wednesday, I believe, at 8 p.m. EST. If you want to watch Ink and Paint, I believe we're talking about the Disney Pink Tax this week. And then 2 weeks later, we're talking Marvel, which is very exciting. So stay tuned for that. Also, if you aren't subscribed, News Tonight is moving to this channel as well on July 8th. So if that is your jam, make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss it.
Love it. That's great news. Yeah, great news for the entertainment channel. And I'm sure everyone will join us over on this one. Thank you both so much for joining. Well, of course, we got a post show. So give me like 2 minutes to try to set this thing up, and then we'll get things going over there shortly. I want to say big thank you to everyone in the chat. Horatio, Chief, David, Penguin, Tom, good to see you. Brian, thank you so very much again for stopping by. John, good to see you. Cheyenne, always a pleasure to see you in the chat. Karen, Shorenforce, thank you so very much. Living the dream, great to see you. Rob, we'll see some of you over in the post show in just a couple minutes here on the other channel. I'm going to get these things queued up. There we go. Thank you so much for joining us right here on YouTube, WDWNT Entertainment. So one man, I used to do this as a radio show and like producing and doing multiple things at one time. It's so easy to get distracted. It's ridiculous. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We're back next week, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Entertainment Channel, and you can join us for our Halloween in July. Send us pictures of you in costume, one of your favorite Halloween costumes, whether it's Disney or not, to Chris at WDWNT.com, and we will show that on the show. Send it early, though. It's the earlier the better for that. Thanks so much. Take care, and as I always like to say, do what makes you happy.